Just came out of the hearing of the case regarding our relative, Mr. Hussein Mohammed, who has been missing for the last 2.5 weeks. We are happy that the judge has given instructions that the government finds where Hussein is and produces him in any court of this particular court before he makes his final ruling on the 16th. We believe the government has all the machinery, has all the resources to find and locate where our missing relative is. We hope and pray that he will be found before we are back into the next hearing, which will be on the September 16th. In the meantime, we request that the government finds Mr. Hussein, because this is a senior public servant who has been working in a very strategic and sensitive office as the Huduma Center. Deeply inside, we believe that the government is able to locate and find where Hussein is. So we will be back to court on the 16th, and we believe that we will get a ruling of the application which we made, that he produced dead or alive. However, we hope that he will be found before then. Thank you very much.
We are saddened with the visit of our brother, Mr. Hussein Mohammed. My plea got the president directly, but I want to shorten my speech. People of Northern Kenya are very happy with the head of state for the development that he's doing in terms of roads, from Wajir to Mandera. He has been very much categorical in terms of documents, the IDs. There will be no vetting again. Just as when we were in the honeymoon and celebrating, we get to lose a very important citizen, Mr. Hussein, who mans Huduma Center. That's in charge of those documents. As you know, remove those barriers. We are appealing to him and to his government. We need our brother alive, not dead. We need him alive. He has a mother who is sick. He has children. He has a wife. There are people who are depending on him. Hussein comes from one of the largest community in Wajir County, in Northern Kenya. That's the Goverment community. Losing Hussein is losing those community. I don't know to any other camp. We are not here to threaten him or to his government that will move away from him. But losing Hussein is losing numbers from Kenya Kwanza government. We need Hussein alive, back to his children, back to his wife, safe and sound, in good health. That's our plea. And please, listen to our cries. I also want to talk to the leaders of Northern Kenya. Politicians are politicians. Once they lose their colleagues, they were here all over, running up and down. Now Hussein is missing as a civil servant. A ranking member of this country is missing. They are nowhere to be seen, apart from the office of the Senate, Honorable Abbas. We thank him for his efforts. We really want them to mobilize and ask for the Administrative and Internal Security Committee for a statement of whereabouts of our brother. That is our statement, and we request them to hear our cries and produce our brother. We are not saying that they are the who have it, but they have the mandate, the powers and the machinery to produce a son from wherever he is. Kindly take our message to him.
The fourth state. My name is Hussein Mohammed, a resident of Wajir County. We are here in solidarity with our missing brother Hussein, and it's the duty of the state under Article 21 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 to safeguard and protect the citizens of the Kenya within our territory. Therefore, the government of Kenya cannot tell us we don't know where Hussein is. Definitely they know it, whether it is by default or by their own means, they have to know where Hussein is. And it is their duty to produce Hussein. The law has to take its course. If there is something that they have against Hussein, that is why we have the courts, so that they can come and prosecute him. If anybody has a criminal issue and the state knows which we don't know, then the state has a duty to prosecute that person through the right channels, which is our courts. But now, taking somebody, this kind of an enforced disappearance and extrajudicial killings, those are something that we don't want to see in the Republic of Kenya. We have seen in the latest protest of the Gen Zs, the same things were happening. Some have gone missing, some were brought back. This is the same kind of scenario. And we went to tell the Commander-in-Chief, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, that you are the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. The instructions you give, which was that there will be no further disappearance of Kenyans or extrajudicial killings, are not being implemented. The security dockets are doing their own things, contrary to the orders given by the President. So we are worried and we are confused who is in charge. Is it the President that is in charge or the police who are in charge? So we don't want Kenya to be a police state. This is a nation governed by the rule of law, by the Constitution, and we also thank the judiciary for being firm and giving instructions to produce Hussein dead or alive. And the court said we will be back here on 16th September 2026, though it is 16th September 2025, though it is far to us because some of the family members are in anguish, some have been hospitalized, some are in shock. It's still too far to us, but now that the court is proceeding to recess, we can understand the frustrations also of the courts, but still on that, the judge, the Honorable Judge, need to give orders to the police to track, look for Hussein and produce him to any courts within the Republic of Kenya before 16th September 2025. So we hope the IG, the Director of the Criminal Investigations, and all other security organs will give a priority to this case and find Hussein wherever he is and bring him back alive. Thank you.
Hussein Abdullahi. We are on the call for this matter with my senior Omari. We have been given order today that the police should produce Hussein before 16th in court, dead or alive. That's a progress, at least we're happy. We're not actually very happy because the family are still in a sad moment and grieve that their loved one is still missing. Now, close to 2 weeks, we appeal to the head of state and also the institution, law enforcement institutions, to look for Hussein, to comply with those orders, and to bring Hussein to the court. That's all what I can say now. Thank
you. We did put this to the court that Hussein is not an ordinary citizen, and for the last 10 years Hussein is the highest ranking government officer who has disappeared. The last time these types of disappearance was when cabinet ministers like Ouko disappeared and they were found dead. This Hussein is the assistant county commissioner. He's number 2 in rank of security, the whole of Wajir County. He is an armed person. He carries government guns. He has a security of not less than 4 armed administration police officers guarding him. He sits in the county security council. He manages issuance of passports, issuance of national identification cards. He manages issues of all government documents, from marriage certificates, from birth certificates, at the Huduma Center in Wajir. This is not an easy person. Government, whenever an assistant chief disappears, whole government machinery is deployed to look for this person. When a rank of a chief disappears, it is even chaotic. A police constable disappearing in Wajir, in Mandera, in Garissa is a serious issue. Today, a man of that rank, nobody in government is concerned. And that's why the family members are very, very strongly believing Hussein is in the custody and in the hands of government. If he was in the hands of Al-Qaeda, if he was in the hands of the terrorists, the Kenyan government could have moved with speed. The noise that could be there could be huge. Today, nobody is talking. The judge has said, and the police have been ordered to produce Hussein. From today, any day, before any judge. It's true, the High Court is going on vacation, but there will be at least a duty judge in every station, the whole country. So the police have been ordered to look for Hussein, produce him on or before the 30th of the 16th of September 2025. We hope the family will get a solution and shortly Hussein will be produced. Thank you very much.